Hi everyone, I am Rajesh Ponnada, working as a Salesforce developer at Coding Tutor. In this demo, I am excited to walk you through a portal called HealthBridge, which is built by me. Let's explore the portal. HealthBridge acts as a seamless connection between the customers and medical agencies, our organization. As we all know, the use of medicines is significantly increasing in today's fast-paced world. With this rise of medicine delivery apps, people now prefer to convince ordering from home rather than visiting the medical shop in person. This portal is designed to support the shift and enhancing the customer's satisfaction by tracking the essential medical instructions and simplifying the case resolution. These are the key features for the portal, whereas creating the new contact, getting the contact information, and resolving the cases of that. Let me go through the what are the features I have developed in this portal. These are the two components which is built by me. One of the component is create new contact. Another component is get contacts. These are the two features mainly we have using in this portal, and this is the objects which is have been already existed: contacts, products, and cases and opportunity. For this health bridge, whenever the cases or new customers has been entering into your organization, you have to save their contacts information using the create new contact. You can easily update your data through create new contact information, else we can get the information by getting the phone number. For example, one of the customer has been new customer to your organization. Ram is your customer. His first name is Ram and last name is Ram Kumar, and his phone number is 556644. This is the contact information of the customers, and you are creating. When you creating the contact, immediately is navigating to the record and what are the products he have been purchased, or else if he get any case has been occurred, he can store using this. For example, he is purchased a new product. For example, $650. He purchased and his cost is 55 rupees, and save it. You have saved the product here. If he delivered the product $650, he raised some case for according to it. Mg is not 650. I have purchased 500 mg, but it's got an 650 mg. Please ensure that, and he is raised a complaint through phone. Then you can register the case here. See here what is the subject of it and description, what are the case filing, and you can save here. And like that you can create products and cases, whatever the other agents will work on these cases. First, let me go through the what are the two components which I have built it for this. For in the backend, what are the code I have been built it. Let me explore this code. Let me explore with the two windows. It will be easy to track that. Okay, first first component is create new contact. This is the component which has been backend have written this code. I'm imported lightning LWC lightning element. This is the class for lightning elements which is been for the base component of the all the LWC for creation of the lightning component. And I imported the create record because we without this we cannot create a record, right? Without using any epics, we just using the LDS. We have been importing the create record, and we are also importing the objects and fields with the object API name. See here, this is the object API name, and these are the fields which have to be create, right? First name, last name, email, and phone number. These are the fields from backend. I am getting the field names. For example, let me show you what are the pop-up. For example, Renu. I'm taking as a Renu as a last name, and for dummy purpose I am using it. And phone number is 8855. See here, you are getting the pop-up. This type of pop-up I want to show. That's the reason I am using the show toast message. And navigation mixing. You have seen that whenever I am clicking the create new contact, immediately it's navigating to the record page. For that I have using the navigation mixing. Let's go through the complete what are the logics I am implemented. At the rate track. This is a reactive whatever the changes in the UI have been written. I have to track those changes. I have to use I have used this track of this. What are the first name, last name, email? What I have to store in the backend, right? I have used the track and what are the changes been occurring. I have used the rate track for that. Before that, let me explore to the HTML. Yeah, this is the HTML which I have written. This is the lightning card, and this is the inputs whatever the inputs have taken, and first label as first name. See here, the first name and the last name, email. These are the label I have taken, and values what which values I want to store in the backend. These are the values I am taking from the backend. I am storing here. On change whatever the returning I am returning, I want to store in the backend database, right? For that, on change handling change, I have you on change and is taken as attribute as a handle change. These are the things I have been used. After creation of the after writing the whatever the fields you want to create, after that I want to create the record, right? For that I have taken as a button, like label as a create contact variant brand. This is the style for that button. On click, after clicking that we have to store the data into the backend, right? Like a Salesforce backend database. For that I have used a handle create contact. This is the style file I am using for this component. This is the button for have using it. This is the HTML have written for this component. I'm coming to the front end. This is the front end have written. Lightning element is a base class method for using the LWC, and creating without LDS. I am creating the record, but that's why I am importing the create record, and this is the fields I have imported, and I have imported the show toast of popping up messages, and navigation mixin. This is the navigation mixin I have used for navigating the record pages. Okay, let's go to that code. At the rate track for first name, and at the rate track last name, email, whatever the back front end has. I have been getting the data I am storing here. Front end from HTML I am getting the data from here. After that I am storing into the values. See here, handle change event I am storing here from the name which I have been username right there. For example, see here, name of the first name I am storing here the value. But after clicking the button, whatever the application I have want to do with this data, I want have been created. This all the code I have written. These are the fields I have mapped from. I have mapped from backend. I have taken from the LDS, right? Like first name, last name, API. These are the field API names. I have mapping from field API to whatever I have written. This is the have the mapped this field API name and the first name. I have mapped all these things. After that, I'm mapping that which object we have to store this data. This is the contact object we have getting from the LDS. Have mapped that object API name also here, and this is the key which of the what are the key pairs have been arranged mapping. This is the field name. I am storing all this data into the record input. After mapping and storing the data, I am creating the data. Before I am created created record using the record ID. Whatever I have stored that record input, I have stored in this record input. I am creating the record. After creation of record, what show toast message I want to show, I have dispatched the event, and I am showing the new show toast message event. Here see title success message, whatever the message I want to show, and what is the variant means success event, right? So that's the why I am using success event variant. Before or after creation the record, I want to navigate the record, right? Record page, I am using the record navigation mixin. See here, type is standard record page, attribute record, which record you want to navigate, object which record id you want to navigate, contact, right? Contact id, object api name is contact, which action you want to show, this is the action name is view. After creation the record, you want to show any error in this component, you can show the error also using the show toast message, like event new show toast event, and title is error created contact, what is the message we have gotten, and variant is error. Want to show all this information like this. I have built the component for this creating new contact information. This is the code I have written for this component, and I have been created for this backend code for this component. So let me show the demo of what is the front end have been happening. Raj Kumar, and the phone number is 5648. See here, after clicking the button, I am getting the show toast message and navigating the record page. Like this I have been written the code. Next, let me go to the another component which is called get contact. For this component I have written another component called parent of the passing contact. Before that I have written the Apex code for this. Let me explore for that whatever the Apex code I have written. For that I have written the public class contact, get contact in LWC. This is the class name, and this is the public. Within the organization you want to be show this information, right? That's the right I have used in the public. This is the I want to invoke this Apex code into the LWC. That's why I have used the R enabled and cache into 2. This is I want to catch into the cache memory. That's why I have used the cacheable true. This is the method I have written for the query the data using the parameters. This is the parameters I have used. String phone, with these parameters I have want to query the data. If the parameters is blank, I want to show the empty record, empty page, or else I want to show the record whatever the getting information, like say id, first name, last name, email, phone. These are the query I have written for the backend purpose. After completion of Apex code, I have I'm exporting I'm importing that Apex code in here, importing the get contact by phone from this, which this is the class name and this is the method name. I imported the Apex code from the Apex. After importing the data, I want to show in the front end, right? What is the front end I have written for this? Let me explore first thing. This is the HTML I have written. First let me explore the component. See here, this with this input I have get the record, right? For example 512. This is the record I have got. 2 records I am getting. I want to count how many records I am getting. If I want to navigate this page, I have used the URL. Just see here, whenever I am getting rows, is navigating this record page. Like that I have built it. See here, record page has been navigated. Okay, let's go to the HTML first thing. This is the HTML I have written. Lightning card, I have used in lightning card for that, and div class which I have used for styling purpose. This is the div class. In the div class I have written the input, whatever the inputs I have getting. In that input I have to store that into backend space. So I have written the have enter the contact phone number. This is the contact phone number. Enter the contact phone number, and that the label is being getting here. In that, like after getting the data, after you typing the data, you want to explore, you want to get the data, right? That's the reason I have used on change. After you typing the data, we get the data from here. If the data is coming only, I want to show the data. For that I have used the template LWC. If contact is getting the contacts data is getting on that, in that time only I want to show the data, or else I want to show the error message. Like see here, error message I am taken as a tag like strong, paragraph and strong, and error will be loading contact record. This is the error message I want to show if the data is not getting into your component. If the data is coming from your component, that's I want to show which type of in which type you want to show the data. I want to show the data in data table. That's why I am using the lightning data table. In the lightning data table I am used a key field like unique field. This is the unique field I have to store. In that unique field I have given the ID. I want to get the data, right? That's why I have used the contacts data. I want to show which columns, what are the columns I want to show. For example, these are the columns. See here, this is the one column, this is the one column, email and phone. These are the columns I want to show. This is the front end HTML I have written, and back end JS I have written this code. I have first explained the what I have imported Apex code. With that data I want to show this here in front end track. Whatever I have getting the data, I want to be track those all the data and to show into the table like structure, right? That's why I am using the track. This track means I have is an reactive mode. For array method, array or object, we can use the track. That's why I have used the track. If any error is getting, I want to show the error, so I have taken one variable called contact error. For just now I have taken for namesake null. For later I can if any getting any error I want to show here, or else if I get any error contact information, how many contacts being getting, I want to store here. That's why I have used the contact. Let's go to the Apex. Whatever the getting data, how to get the data. After getting the data, how like to show, and if the any error message, message I have showing. For that, which type of message I have shown. Let me see you. @wire. I have getting the data from the Apex, right? That data I want to show in WC. I am working through @wire. From using the @wire, I am getting the data. If the phone number is getting on that time only, I want to fetch the data, and that's why I am using this reactive purpose of reactive dollar symbol. If there is reactive, then that time only I want to fetch this data. That's why I have used dollar symbol. This is the function I have used, contact function. If the data is getting, I want to show this data. If the error is getting, I want to show this error message. If the data is coming, I want to navigate to that page, right? I have written that this is a function I have written for the data. Whatever the data is getting, this is a function I want to write. If I want to create one URL for that, I have written the URL this dot contacts data dot map. and if the I'm iterating the all the contacts data, I'm making the URL for that. This is the URL I have created. I want to store in the record link. I am storing this URL into the record link, and I want to count the number of contacts data is getting. I want having stored here. This dot contact count contact. If n not got any error, I will show is a null. If if I get any error, I used itself. If I got any error, I want to show is an empty data and I want to show the error message. So that's why I'm using the error, this dot contact error and equal to error. I'm storing this error into the contact error. After typing the number, for example, I am typing the 87. This data is showing in the table structure. Like see here, the data table structure have been created here. See here columns, which columns I want to show, and that columns which type of data I want to show. See here columns and field. I have created URL, right? That URL I am fetching here. See here label contact name and field name record link. This is the record link I have created. I am fetching that link here, and type which is URL, right? I am type is URL. In that type attribute I have using, with the type attribute which type of data I want to show in the URL. This is that in that label I have using the first name as a URL. That's why it's getting URL. For example, let me take it a 512. See here with the first name is getting the URL type port, and the last name and the first name. All these this is the code I have written for these components, fetching the data and loading the data and creating the data. This is the application for the easy way to creation the contact and getting the data. I have created the data information.